get. Jeez. So I'm sure these guys will have been worth the wait. Oh, gotta make sure that the in-game settings are all correct, like camera and stuff. Brad, got open mic on and whatnot. I didn't though. Professional is me. Gonna turn down and off the music. But it's recording. Good to go. Wow.
I like BFG's logo.
BFGs? Yeah, that is really cool. I wonder if Phoenix is a hero they're gonna pick. Kind of like, you know, just cause. Who knows? Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We've got Shoop to Whoop going up against Blue Phoenix Gaming. Finally, after some handful of issues with the lobby, some language barrier problems, we got her sorted. We're in game. So won't get too deep into the draft for a little bit, but thanks for tuning in, guys, on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. How's it going, Brad?
Going good.
But still listening to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Listening to nothing at all, because I'm professional like that.
Oh, how long till you are listening to something, though?
Not very long, probably.
Okay. It's all good. Nothing too much with the bands there. Kind of standard heroes.
Yep. Pushers, lane controllers, team fighters.
Yeah, standard stuff. And I feel like this meta is very much pick your poison. There's so many heroes that can just, like Brewmaster's another one where Shoop the Whoop they had to let Brew through because they didn't want to have to deal with Death Prophet and Tide, and Blue Phoenix Gaming didn't want to, you know, like it's just Silencer right away. Decent pick.
Feels like a counter pick, honestly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Jakiro, another normal pick. Pretty common. Good push.
Yeah.
Decent, good in lane. All that good stuff, anything you want.
If they go into if it's a support silencer, it's a ton of harass coming out from the Jakiro on the silencer. If it's a core silencer, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, it'll work fine.
One thing that I do like about picking silencers early is you have that option, right? You can, if it works, you can run it as a core and pick up another support that you want, or if you need to pick up a different type of a core or something like that, you can pick up that and run him as a support silencer instead. So he's very flexible like that, and I think that's why it doesn't hurt to pick him early, because it doesn't really reveal what you want to do. There's a lot you can do with the hero.
No, absolutely. I think he'd do pretty well up against, or Silencer would do well up against Brew in the mid. That's how they end up working it.
Yeah, for sure. And then even in going into the mid game, if you silence Ogre Magi, he's just a tanky melee creep. He actually does nothing else. Omni Knight and Shadow Demon, sorry, the bands coming out next.
Omni's just too strong. I mean, I get that he's like not the strongest band because, you know, he doesn't lane very strong, but just in the mid game, he is just the worst thing to deal with.
The mid late game, that's where he really shines. The omniscience is real.
Yeah.
So, Invoker banned out from Blue Phoenix Gaming, so might be a bit of respect ban here. I'm not sure if Shoop to Whoop have a Invoker player or not, but either way, Centaur banned out by them. So, heading into the second phase of picks, see what they decide to go for here. And at this point, the lanes are pretty ambiguous for Shoop to Whoop. I mean, you know Jakiro is going to be a support and Silencer will be then somewhere. But Brewmaster probably going to go in the mid lane, and then Ogre as a support. You could also run Brew in the off lane if you decide to go with a different mid, or even in the safe lane as well. But 9 times out of 10, I'd say he's a mid lane hero.
Yeah.
And then Ogre, just a quality support in both an aggressive and defensive lanes, and can, if a little bit ahead or even just on par, can do a lot of work with very minimal items like a Force Staff and an Ag Scepter, and he's a very happy Ogre.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or a Blink Dagger, if that's what you decide to go for.
Yeah.
Shoop to Whoop, thinking about this one pretty hard, running into some of the reserve time here, and As far as what they want to pick, who's left in the picks for the big cores that people have been running lately? Anti-Mage has been popular. PA. Vengeful Spirit is a hero we should have saw coming. She's very strong right now with the Wave of Terror, being able to stack, cancel Blink Daggers, and then the swap is just excellent. It's like Bat Rider, but you don't need as many items to make it as effective, per se. It's a bit of a suicide swap, though. Doom picked up for Blue Phoenix Gaming, so potential safe laner or off laner, I would say. I like him a lot more in the safe lane, though. If you can get a Blink Ags and then a Refresher.
Yeah.
Ooh. Radiant's pick. I like that. And Bristleback picked up, and I think that's really solid up against the Ogre Magi. Like, he can just avoid so much damage, because often Ogre is chasing, and then he cleans up the Brewlings, like the Earth, Water, Fire Pandas. They just melt the Quill Spray. But that said, I mean, he can just get cycloned forever, so it's kind of a catch-22.
5 seconds.
You're just gonna go ahead?
No, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna flame you, so carry on.
What? We're not talking?
Yeah, for just one word agreeing with everything I've been saying.
I like making things difficult for you.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Shadow Shaman picked up your favorite hero, the thing you like to play the most in every game.
Yep. That's right.
No, it's
I don't know. I feel like the teams are kind of weird. Like, I guess that Shoop does have a fair bit of team fight, but it feels like they have, here's a pusher there, and then there's a team fight hero, and like there's not a defined theme in either of these teams really, which is fine, but
it's just a little interesting. One thing that I like about Shoops is they're going to be able to fight early. Silencer is very strong early. Jakiro, Venge, Bristleback, they're all very strong early. And I would say for the most part, they all transition into the late game fairly well. Jakiro not so much, but Venge gets more mobility items, or maybe gets some aura items, like a Vlad's or something little later on. Vlad's and a Force Staff, a Medallion. They can really help out with Roshan and other things like that. Jakiro just gets more control. Yule's, Scythe of Vice, Silencer. If he's a core, hopefully gets an Ags, Refresher Orb, Eidos, things like that.
Yeah. As much as you say Shoop has early team fights, so does Blue Phoenix though, because I mean Ogre and Brew right there, that's team fight in itself.
Yeah, it is, but my biggest concern about them is because Doom takes a while to come online, and he's very squishy early to physical damage. And Vengeful Spirit's got that minus armor. Lifestealer does a crap load of physical damage, especially up against Doom, who has a very high strength gain. So he has a lot of health. Feast is going to do work on him. And then Bristleback, I mean, minus armor and all physical damage again. So I think Doom's going to have a tough time this game. He's going to have to get armor items very quickly, but at the same time you have a Brewmaster who almost wants to pick up Vlad's AC. You got two heroes that kind of want to build the same items. I don't know. And again, a lot of it comes down to play.
Yeah.
And Juggernaut the final pickup for Blue Phoenix Gaming.
Yeah. I think that Blue Phoenix Gaming might struggle with Shoop AoE damage, because Blue Phoenix Gaming has a whole lot of single target damage.
Yeah, and then they have Clap and Ether Shock, and that's about it.
That's it they have for AoE. Where there's Quills, there's Wave of Terror, there's
everything from Jakiro, and then
so
Silencer's Curse.
More AoE, and I think that'll make a difference in the team fights. And yes, you can Omni/1 hero and Ward Trap 1 hero, and Ogre can start smacking on 1 hero, but
at the end of the day, it's tough because they're
gonna have to have some coordination. Yeah.
So, Blue Phoenix Gaming, we've got Like playing the Brewmaster. Konta 1, I hope I'm saying that right, is playing the Ogre Magi. Tony is playing Doom. How would you... Irony?
Yeah.
Irony on the Shadow Shaman. And then Outplayer is going to be handling the Juggernaut.
And for SDW, we have Tater Totted playing the Silencer. Chef Gum Gum's going to be playing the Vengeful Spirit. BDDT is Lifestealer. Gunshy is going to be the Bristleback. And Carnival 9 is going to be playing the Jakiro.
Yeah, so these lanes, I'm interested how Blue Phoenix is going to lane this, right? So are they gonna go with like a Brew off lane, Shaman mid, Doom in the jungle, Ogre Juggernaut lane? Or are they gonna go? Are they not gonna use Doom in the jungle at all? Like, is basically what I'm wondering how they're gonna do it. Because I think Doom. I like dual lanes here for them. I think if they go like Ogre Magi Doom safe lane and then Juggernaut Shaman off lane. No, other way around. Ogre in the off lane with the Jug and Shaman with the Doom, I think is a little better. But I mean that Shaman is gonna get crushed by that Bristleback. I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna.
They have. I'm worried for their laning phase. Because Silencer's already moving into the mid lane. Like if you look at his item build, what he started with, he's got 400 gold. He's going for a quick bottle, and then that's gonna leave a tri-lane with a Lifestealer, Venge, and a Jakiro up top. Like that's gonna be tough to deal with.
All right, carry on. Thanks.
So I'm curious to see. They'll have the Ogre mid, Doom in the jungle, or is it going to be a safe lane Doom? And
Doom
I'm curious as to how they're going to lane.
I think it's going to be an offlane Doom, which oddly I think offlane Doom is going to do better than. Yeah, it's going to be an offlane Doom. He started with a Sage's Mask and a Stout Shield.
30 seconds to showtime.
Yeah, he's going to be an offlane Doom. I think that'll be better than if they had ran him in the safe lane. I think he gets crushed too hard by Bristleback just due to the no armor early. I mean, Wave of Terror is not going to be any better, but he can sit back, run forward, devour a creep, and soak experience here, and Juggernaut can grab the farm here. He'll be a lot better off.
Yeah. He'll be looking to get a Basilius, right? With that.
Yeah, which is a little interesting. I'm not sure why he didn't start with one. He chose to start with a Stout Shield, which I'm not too sure about, but.
I don't understand why, if he's going for Basilius, he didn't get a Ring of Protection as opposed to a Sage's Mask.
I think, yeah, that's the other thing too that I'm not too
Unless
sure.
He's getting like an urn.
Or a Soul Ring, maybe. I don't think Soul Ring Doom is very good though.
He doesn't need to spam out Scorched Earth.
You know, you got to max that level death, but either way, yeah, he did go Devour level 1, so I think I'm just gonna keep the camera on here as Ice Path's gonna come through. It's unfortunately just off. Carnival not able to land it, so he should be all right for now. Up in this bottom lane, it is gonna be a tri lane up against Gunshi on the Bristleback. It was Gunshi as that. They corrected us in it wasn't Gunshot, it was Gunshi.
Oh, okay.
I think Brew's gonna have a tough time up in this mid lane. He's gonna be disarmed and silenced. Like, look at how much damage he's taking already. Tater Tot is going ham. Up in the top lane, Doom having to run away here. Ice Path and Magic Missile thrown out on him. Gonna have to back off. And Gunshi's gonna be okay. Even if he gets spun on, he just spams Quills and runs away. He'll be okay. That should pierce. Yes, it does. Yeah, Quills do stack through Blade Fury on the Juggernaut, so.
Oh, do they really?
Yep.
That actually makes a really big difference.
And I'm assuming, I haven't checked myself, but I'm assuming the Bristleback, like Quill Spray stacks per se, like the stack debuff is not purged. I'm assuming that persists. I haven't checked or seen it though. I'll keep an eye out for it. But in the end, so far fairly quiet all around. Mid lane though, this Brew is just having a tough day. It's silenced and he's gonna get more eye clicks. No points up in Glaive yet, so the orb isn't there yet, but it's gonna be there fairly soon. And when it shows up, he's gonna have a pretty rough time. But until the action breaks out, everybody's just farming away. Go ahead.
If he loses any intelligence early, Brew is in a lot of trouble. Like a big deal. It's a big deal to be able to get a clap ulti off, and he'll be right on the edge of being able to do that.
Yeah, if he throws out a Drunken Haze at the wrong time, he'll be out of mana, won't have enough to clap.
Yeah.
We see the Venge actually smoked up, looking to go into this mid lane, and I think with a couple right clicks, they can more than make something happen here. They've got 2 points in Curse and 2 points in Last Word, so it's a fair bit of damage coming out for them. But he's got his bottle now, so he's gonna bottle up. What do you think about his Thunderclap or his build? 1-2-1.
I understand why he did it, just in an attempt to get some last hits, but I think he almost honestly would have even just been better trying to get.
He's gonna get stunned. Last Word's gonna come through. They're gonna need some more right clicks. They're not gonna be there though. I don't think they're gonna be able to pick this up, and he's gonna be able to just make it away.
But he's gonna have to go home.
Yeah, or wait for his bottle. Either way, he's gonna be in a rough place. The support's actually smoke on top of a dire ward here, so Blue Phoenix Gaming, unfortunate play there, but that's gonna be spotted out, and they're gonna. Bouncer mid's going to be very careful. Tater Tot will know that's coming.
Yeah, Revenge is running back top, and not very much action going on in this tri-lane, but it makes sense. It is more of a defensive tri-lane than it would be an aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah, and I think it'll be one of those things where when everything lines up, they just kill the Doom. Like, he'll just go from full health to toast.
Yeah.
They've got 2 points up in open wounds now as well. Mid lane, though, we're going to see Tater Tot. He's going to get shackled, and that's going to be First Blood, actually going the way of the Ogre. So,
and I feel like that is just
preventable.
Him not being careful enough.
Yeah, they pinged it out. They smoked on top of a ward. I'm sure that Gunshi called it out. You know, called out that they had smoked there. So, a bit of a misplay coming out there, but in the end, it's not. I don't think it's too bad. BDDT is actually leading the last hits with 22. Then it's the Juggernaut Outplayer with 21. And then it's a fair bit of a gap. Tater Tot is next with 10, followed by the Doom, and then Brew with 9, 8, and then Bristleback with 7. So, not a whole. The 2 safe laners farming very well. Everyone else has been rotating and being spending a lot of time harassing and whatnot. So,
Jack and Venge are smoked up in the river here.
Looks like
be interested to see if they can maybe snag this Brew. He's
not level 6 yet
right now.
Yeah, he is very far forward. Oh,
I don't know though.
And they didn't. If they had looped this way, I think they get that kill.
Yeah.
But they tried to cut through the river to get a little further behind them, and I think they were being a little bit greedy there. So they're still smoked though. It's actually just gonna wear off.
Shows.
It wore off on her. What it was, so. But. And I think Like has done is that how you would say that? Like? L-Y-K-E? Like?
Yes, yeah.
Sure. Okay. I think he's done a very good job up in that mid lane up against a lane I had actually expected him to lose fairly hard, and instead he's only down by 2 CS, which I mean, he's been part of a kill, so totally worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, irony. He's going to be in a bad place. Hex is the Jakiro. Going to get Ice Path. Liquid Fire hasn't been thrown out yet. That's going to come out, and that's going to burn him down.
Yeah,
they should know that it's. They should know, and they let it drop. Bristleback was rotating through as well. He's going to find Kota 1. Walks over the ward, but I don't think they're going to go. Supports are still there, and the Radiant will know that this is coming. They've got a ward off to the side there. Some Snot's going to start flying from Gunshi. They don't have swap yet by any means, but how willing are they to dive this? Looks like they're fairly willing. Bristleback not yet level 6 though. Doesn't have those points in Warpath to really get the damage going. They're just going to have to back off. Lifestealer and Doom kind of trading blows up here, and Lifestealer's going to win this any day of the week. But Doom's been having a pretty solid game so far, I think. Like I mean, I'd kind of almost written off his lane just as a little too hard, but...
Yeah. I'm very confused by this Sage's... Okay, there he goes, picking up a medallion.
It isn't... Oh, okay. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an Alpha Wolf and they go in for an early Roche. He gets it.
I could see it, yeah.
And then, because they pick that up, they've got... they have a point in Bloodlust already on the Ogre, which usually you don't see one early. Brewmaster can go in there.
Honestly, it's Brew.
Yeah. Stun coming out on the bottom, and they've got Quill Sprays flying through. He's still not level 6 yet. Blade Fury doing a lot of work right now, though. Gunshai's got to be careful. Shackle comes out on him. He's pretty tanky, but he's going to go down. One club from the Ogre, and he's going to drop. They're looking to make this happen. Ice Path comes out from Jakiro. They're still looking to go. One more hit onto the Venge, and she's going to drop. Jakiro gets stunned up, and Omni Slash. He takes all 3 jumps. They don't... No RNG on his side, and an excellent play coming out from Outplayer. And that was a very nice turnaround coming up from them. Excellent fight there. I think SDW just a little bit overstayed their welcome.
Oh,
tried to make something happen.
Top lane if the bench can get in range for a stun.
He gets the stun off. Wave of Terror comes through. A lot of damage coming out as well. They need one more click. Is he going to get it? There it is. BDDT finds a kill. And he's been farming very well. He's sitting at 40 last hits at 8 minutes as well as 1 kill. And I believe he's got... He should have most of his drums completed. Yeah, he just needs enough gold for the recipe, and he'll have his drum. So, did he have phase boots? I didn't check. Yes, he does. He's going race car lifestealer, which is always fun to watch. Brew has an invis rune, but very low in health and mana, so not too sure what he's going to be able to do. He'll have to get a hit off and then get enough of a bottle charge. Actually, he only needs a handful of seconds yet. Doom comes out onto the lifestealer. Splits is also used. They get the stone off as well, and he's dropping fairly low. Stomp to follow up. Ice Path's there, though. Are they going to be able to get the 9? Nope. Lift onto the Jakiro. No chance for him. And they're going to look to turn this onto Jakiro as well. Another boulder comes out. Silencers rotated through. Throws out a curse, and they're just going to back off. Call it good with that 1 kill. And I think that's a solid rotation. Sure, they used the Brew split. The Brew split and the Doom, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. There's no big 5-mans coming up.
Doom is a relatively low cooldown, especially in the early game where things kind of are a little slower and there's not team fight after team fight. Doom will be back up before you know it.
Yeah, same with Brew split. They can just rotate back to their lanes, continue farming up. Yeah. Brew's getting fairly close to that Blink Dagger. He's about halfway there. Doom, did he go Midas? Oh no, he went Medallion. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we're going to need a pause coming out. A little bit of lag coming out from these guys. Yeah. Yeah, they're all sitting a little bit over 200. That's starting to get tough, a little bit hard to play with. I mean, I'm sure they'll be able to manage, but there might also be server lag in Peru. Thank you, man. At least they're nice guys. They seem like pretty.
I'm very impressed with this Juggernaut's farm so far.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't mention. I mentioned that BDDT. That's hard to say quickly. Has been farming very well, and Outplaya is beating him actually. He's got 2 kills, 1 assist, and 58 CS at... He's going to have 60 at 10. That's very good.
The thing is, he has 23 denies too.
Yeah, like...
That is a large number of denies.
He's been controlling very well, and I like the idea to run the Juggernaut up against the Bristleback, because I think he can purge off... I'm pretty sure he can purge off the nasal goo, so he won't get slowed, and then he has decent base armor to start with. Especially going for that Aquila and a Pro-Man shield.
Looks like there's going to be some action top.
Yeah, Silencer has nothing, no bottle charges, and no mana. Ice Path's going to come out, not going to hit the Brew, who has a DD rune activated. Lifestealer, you got to be careful here. He's got Avenge and Jakiro sitting behind him, but they're only level 4, so... You're going to have to be careful, and it looks like they might just rotate this into a push. Shaman, still not level 6, so... Not a lot there. They're just going to back off.
I think that was mishandled. They ended up dedicating 4 heroes to that for a long time and didn't really get a ton out of it. So.
Well, Shoop to Whoop, they had a very nice ward sitting here, if you see it off to the side there. So Lifestealer's got his phase drums, and at this time I believe Juggernaut should have... Yeah, he's got his Aquila phase as well, so he's actually going for Blade Dance. No point up in Healing Ward yet, not even just a value point. So he's just focusing on the farm. Lifestealer runs forward, gets off the open wounds. Off to the side, though, we hear a Fire Blast and Ice Path come out. Brewmaster gets slowed up. He's got Panda Split. He's going to be able to get it off. BDDT gets shackled up and doomed. He's going to be dropping, unless they can somehow save him. Maybe try for a deny here. Not able to get it, unfortunately. Tater Tot had tried, saw him turn around, but now they're going to look to go on the Bristleback. He's very tanky, though. Got some points up in Bristleback. And is going to be alright, it seems. It looks like they're going to back off. They don't want to overcommit. The stacks were starting to build up on some of their heroes. Shaman dropping very low. Ice Path connects on Kota 1. But they're going to back off. I don't think they want to pursue too far. Yeah, they're pinging it out. Meanwhile, Juggernaut sitting here, Blade Fury, behind the tower. Just clean up the creep wave and going to keep pushing. He's got 2,400 gold. If he wants this early Ags, he can have it at probably 14 minutes.
Yeah, he's going to have an unbelievably early Egg Scepter, and I think that is the right choice. If you're ahead early, it just
ruins
accelerates your lead.
Puts it on. It'll if he gets it before he's level 11, it cuts the cooldown in half and doubles the jumps.
Yep.
Like,
and it will kill anybody.
Ice Path's gonna follow, but he's not worried. He's got a TP. He can Blade Fury TP out of this if he has to. And I think that's probably what he's gonna do here. He's gonna run off into the side. They're rotating in. Who's at the Venge, but no swap on Venge yet, so he can. Oh, he's trying to juke it out.
That's a dead Jakiro. That's a dead Jakiro.
Yeah. Oh, stun comes through. Jakiro's in a very bad place. The jumps. There it is. He gets it. Blade Fury. Oh, he doesn't have mana for the TP, though. He's going to have to phase boost through. Slight misplays coming up from him. He buys out Staff of Wizardry and Ogre Club. He's going to be able to run through. Bristleback just needs one more Quill Spray. There it is. And he's going to be able to get it. He was moving too fast. So a little bit of missed mana there. If he had just TP'd, he would have been fine. They didn't have another stun for him. Venge had already thrown hers out. It was going to be on cooldown for probably another 6 seconds. So tough, little bit of a tough break there. A little bit of an overcommitment. He did get a solo kill before going down and bought out, so he didn't lose any gold.
He lost like 20 gold. So
yeah,
he lost some time, absolutely, but it wasn't really that big a deal.
But he's 1,300 away from his Ags. Not even. He's like 1,250 from his Ags now.
Yeah.
Like, he's just gonna TP bottom and have a good day.
Yep.
Up top, the tower was pushed down when we were watching that, or is being sieged. Still no Serpent Wards up on the Shaman yet, and I think the supports, or he as a support, is starting to struggle a little bit due to the constant 5-manning. He needs to kind of sit alone for a little bit and get some more levels. But other than that, I think he's doing all right. I like his build, the 2-1-2. I think that's pretty solid.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
The extra channel time of Shackles is all right, but I don't know it.
Oh, meanwhile, we're gonna see an Ice Path come out. It's gonna land on a handful. Doom goes out into Lifestealer. He gets the kill on the Shadow Shaman. Looks like he's going to back off. Doom being kited around here, not able to do a whole lot. Gunshi in the middle. Just throwing out Quill Sprays. These Brew Pandas are getting a lot. Jakiro dropping low. Rock's going to come out. Not going to be able to pick him off, though. They don't have any dots on him to burn him down. Silencer is rotated through as well. The Glaives are starting to do a little bit of damage here. He's got enough for one last word. That might be Ogre's death. He needs to get one more hit to connect. No, he's going to be in the well and going to make it. They get an Ice Path onto the Doom and are going to be able to pick him off. Shadow Shaman throws out a Ether Shock, but in the end is going to drop. Brewmaster manages to blink away. And Shoop to Whoop, they turn what is a pretty messy engagement into their favor, able to get the Doom and the Shaman just in exchange for the Jakiro. Juggernaut has a haste and is running top. Now, I believe... Yeah, he's got the Crow at the Secret Shop. He's just one more last hit away from his Ags. 15-minute Ag Scepter acquired, or it'll be on him before 16. With that, the Dire just going to look to push in this top tower.
15-minute Ag Scepter. That's scary stuff right there.
Yeah, and he's got it off cooldown, and he's running top. We're going to see a jump come out.
Silencer.
They get a nice hoof stomp, and Ag's ulti comes through, almost cleans up a bunch of them. Unfortunately, doesn't bounce enough. Chef able, nice swap onto the Lifestealer, able to save himself. And the first use of the Ag's ulti, unfortunately, too many heroes clumped up. Silencer does die off onto the side there. And they're all very low. Drops a healing ward, and they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Drummond now level 6, though. They can push this tower and drop the wards. And don't think there's a whole lot they can do. Venge has to go back. Bristleback has to back. It's just Lifesteal and Jakiro up here. I think they're going to have to sack this tower. I'm a little curious as to the Lifestealer pick. They don't really have a good vehicle for him. They don't have any Blink heroes. So I think
you could swap in.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if you swap in, you're putting one of their heroes into, like, at worst, you're putting it as a 3v or 2v4 and a 1v3 kind of thing is what you're creating. Yeah. Which, I mean, if you swap into two of them with a global kind of thing, like, it puts one in a position, you can maybe blow that one up, and then your team's there, so it could work, but I think it's a little risky. Shaman wards were not used in the top tower, so they have them for this rotation push mid. Both heroes are going to run into each other. Brewmaster has an Invis Rune. They're going to see Outplaya. He's got Omni Slash up. He's now level 11, so it's going to have some extra jumps. Swap out of Chef Gum Gum. Nicely done. BDDT is going to be able to run away. Bristleback, just thrown at the Quill Space. Ice Path comes out, connects on the Ogre. Looking to slow up this Doom. Does not have the mana for Doom, actually, unfortunately. Oh, multicast onto the Bristleback. That's a lot of damage coming out of Doom. He's got a lot of stacks. If that Quill Space is connected, it might have been enough to kill him. What is Silencer doing out here, though? He's kind of in a tough spot. Gonna be able to get away. No stun up on the Ogre, and they're gonna back off. Lots of pings coming out from their Panda player. Thinking that it was a no-go, no-go. Go objective gaming. Reining in his team. Focusing on the objectives. Shaman, unfortunately, Shaman wards were used off in the jungle. Oh, Bristleback TP's in, gets hexed up. Gonna get shackled as well, but Ogre doesn't have any follow-up for him. Ice Path's gonna fly through, not gonna connect on anybody. Off to the side. Nope. Brewmaster does still have split, so a lot of messy engagements going off. Got Blink Clap.
This Juggernaut is having mana issues.
Yes, he is. I think he needs to go Battle Fury.
That would make a big difference, yep. I think that'd be a great item for him, because he can pick up Perseverance real soon.
Yeah. Oh, and rip Silencer. He had just enough mana for that.
Right now.
Yeah, I think if he goes to Battle Fury, I think that's the right call. And he is going to go for it. I mean, he could have farmed that up early and it would have accelerated his farm, but I like the idea of picking up a fighting item, then a farming item. I think that's alright as well. It might not accelerate your farm enough, but it means you can do something. Not that, I mean, Juggernaut LT is at any point in the game useless, but...
And now, when he gets that Battle Fury, that just Omni-slashing a group of people
is going to be alright,
scary stuff.
Bristleback gets hexed up by the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman just runs away, then decides he wants to go, but a little bit too far. Blink Clap from the Brew. He's quite a ways from his team, but his team's rotating in. Doom blinks in, throws out the War Stomp, and they might be able to pick up this Bristleback. The Macropyre is doing a lot of damage, though, to the Radiant. They're dropping very low. Doom goes down after the Bristleback. Nice two-man Ice Path, though. Sunfall is up onto Kahota 1, and they're going to be able to get him the open wounds onto the Shaman. He's going to drop. Silencer picks up a little bit more intelligence. And that's a bit of an overcommitment from BPG. Not quite on the same page there. Brew was able to get out, though, with his split. He ran his Earth Panda up and away.
Now, what's impressive about that team fight is the Vengeful Spirit had a magic missile and it hit the Brew probably a couple milliseconds after his split came through. So if the Brew hadn't even got his split off, that team fight would have been even worse than it was.
Yeah, he probably he would have been blown up there for sure.
So just a quality fight from SCW.
Blank Stomp Doom onto the Lifestealer. He got off his rage though, so he's starting to heal up a little bit here, and he's actually man-moding through the Doom. They need one more hit. No, not going to be able to get anything. Bristleback looking to go high ground, gonna decide better of it. Shaman throws out a Hex, then runs away. Swap further away from the Venge, throws out a Magic Missile as well, and they're gonna look to turn this. Wave of Terror comes through, Blink Clap from the Brew. Shaman throws out the Shackles, and he's gonna take not a Liquid Fire, sorry, a Dual Breath. And the Ogre throws out, Omni Slash comes through, cleans up the Bristleback, does a lot of damage as well. Lifestealer's kind of off on his own here though. He's gonna have to just Phase Boots away. One more War Stomp, there it is. Nice kill coming up from the Brewmaster. They clap him down. So this time it's Shoop to Whoop that overcommit a little bit and end up paying with it.
And the Panda played that very calmly. He was very, very low, and he nonchalantly walked over and picked up the Bounty Rune, and then just kind of hung out, bottling himself up to get enough for another Blink Clap. So, pretty impressive, level-headed play from the Brew. And yeah, they ping out the Roche, which I think is a great choice for them.
They pick up an Unholy Aura, so they'll have a little bit more regen, but they don't have any... I don't think they have any Alpha Wolves around. No, they don't. Or any of the big pandas to eat, so... Oh, Shaman. Yeah, he has to throw out the Hex. No,
Shaman.
I think he's going to be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
Oh.
A 300 damage nuke after resistances will do 225 damage.
Thank you.
Oh, he had like 237 health, so... There's a good thing, though, the Doom was near him with that Unholy Aura, though. Gave him a little bit of extra resistance. Juggernaut paused the game. Not sure what that was all about. Didn't say anything. Quick little hiccup there.
Yeah.
And Silencer has a mechanism, which I think is alright. They've been fighting so much, they definitely needed one. And I'd like to see Bristleback eventually get a Crimson Guard. That would help out a lot, but he's quite a ways from it. I mean, he's got the Vanguard now and one more creep hit, but...
From the looks of it, this Lifestealer is going Sage and Yasha.
Yeah, he's going to keep going with the race car.
And then do you think he gets Basher after that, or...?
Basher or Maelstrom, I think, is what you would want to go for next. Maelstrom if he's going to farm more, Basher if he wants to keep fighting. or just one hammer for each hand. I think is fine too. That's how this works, right? You have to have a boot for each foot. Like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Boots stack, right?
Yeah. Movement speed stacks. Don't listen to us. Funny story though. The regen from multiple tranquil boots does stack.
Does it really?
Yep.
I mean, the annoyingly cancelable regen, but still.
Hey, I mean, you can have. They want to do. Like really wants to do this Roche, and they're gonna look to go on Silencer. Oh, that's a dead Silencer. They don't even need Omni Slash. The blink clap and the slow from Ogre. Chop chop chop. Juggernaut gets an easy pick, and he's got his Battle Fury now at 22 minutes. This Juggernaut has just shy of 13,000 net worth. And
well, I mean, he has.
Go ahead.
Pretty close to triple the last hits of the.
Not even just that, but he's also got 7 kills, 1 death, and 3 assists. Like this Roche is gonna fall very quickly if they can get Doom over there with the medallion. They're gonna be pretty happy with that. And speaking of Doom, he's also doing fairly well for himself. He's got most of his Ag Scepter completed. He's just 700 away from his last component, and then he'll have it as well. So Lifestealer's gonna have to watch out. That pure damage is gonna hurt.
They're coming though. They know that this is going on.
Yeah, they saw him go into the pit. Ice Path thrown out. Doom's off to the side though, gonna force it to go back. Unfortunately, he's kind of in a bad position here. Those are the Doom on Tater Totted. Off to the side though. The rest of Outplay's team is looking to do some work. He's got Omni Slash, gonna throw it out. That's doing a lot of work. He gets the Lifestealer with it. The Gunshi is gonna look to run away. The Shadow Shaman cleans up the Vengeful Spirit. Bristleback, gets stunned, but the Ice Path from Carnival doing a lot of work here. Slow, just needs one more hit, and yeah, there it is. And that's a 3-player swing. Gonna look to make it a 4-player swing going in favor of BPG. This might even be a full 5-man wipe as Carnival gets caught out, and it is. They're gonna be very happy with that. Look to finish up the Roshan pit. Throws out Outplay, gonna throw out his Healing Ward and tank the tower shots. Roshan, go ahead.
He doesn't care about Roshan. He can get it in a second on his way back. So
yeah, he's gonna just take this tower.
This tower and then move back and get it after he's finished this.
Because he's not afraid of that lone veg. Shaman's gonna wander through. Roshan's got about 2,000 health left. Juggernaut's gonna be there in a moment to clean it up.
I'd like it if he got a Desolator. He just picked up 2 Mithril Hammers, so Omni Slash is gonna start doing obscene amounts of damage.
Yeah, and he's gonna be level 16 here very soon, so he'll have those other extra 3 jumps to work with as well. And I mean, Outplay is showing how strong this Juggernaut can be. He's just not worried at all. Maybe after Desolator, might go for a Vlad's. I don't think anyone else on the team has one. Brew's going for an Ags as well, so I think a Vlad's on their team would do a lot of work. They have 3 melee cores. And Juggernaut's gonna Omni Slash the poor Lifestealer. Phase Boots is away, but look at the cleave damage just off the Bristleback alone. Takes out the Venge. Now he has a Desolator. He's gonna Blade Fury through. He should be alright. They don't have a swap to pull him back. And Brew comes in with a clap split. Nicely done from him. Gunshi's dropping very low. They just need a handful of hits on him. Actually gonna switch to the Jakiro, and he's gonna drop. Outplay is now godlike. And the Brewmaster, one more punch from the Fire Panda cleans up the Bristleback. We get a rock onto Tater Tot, and he's gonna be dropping. Just needs a little bit of control. Actually gets lifted up into the air by the Wind Panda. Brew is bottling up, ready for a clap when he drops. There it is. One more hit. And Outplay is now beyond godlike.
Yeah, and
Desolator required.
It's starting to get like 14,000 experience and it's pretty much 20k gold lead. So
and that's actually going to be Gunshi's going to call GG. Right, and I mean at this point when you're, I want to say they were down about nearing 20k experience and about 16,000, or sorry, 20k gold and 16,000 experience. It's looking pretty grim.
Yeah.
That is game 1 of Blue Phoenix Gaming going up against Shoop Da Whoop in a Cevo preseason match. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I am Wolf Dota. If you feel like it, you can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and then also I'll be posting VODs up to my YouTube page, so you can check out anything there. Thanks for tuning in, guys.